Welcome to the Dobsonian Power live show. Here we go again. Bam! Guys, I may not be a scientist, but you have to admit, I have good forecasts. A few live streams ago, I was showing, and I will show again today, the reason why we should be worried and aware of 7 equals 7 or plus magnitude earthquakes in a date range of 27 days. A few days later, we got it. On Argentina, 7.2, 5.4 yesterday, and we have a few more here, 4.5, 4.3, 4 right now. This is in real time. I have access to all the information in real time here. A few live streams ago, actually almost all live streams, I was warning, the blackout will come. The blackout will come sooner than later, sooner than later. And 3 days ago, bam! Blackout. More than 60 million people without any power supply, me included. However, I was prepared. I was prepared for it. We'll talk about this relation with the sun, the solar activity, and this earthquake, this megaquake. We'll talk about this nasty sunspot that has a peculiar characteristic that other sunspots don't have, which makes him more dangerous, and what can happen. And we talk about, I will update you all the information from the inside here, from the Iberian Peninsula, about what the heck is happening, and it's very interesting, about the blackout and the next blackout. It can be you. I'm streaming from here. Planet Earth. Continent, Europe. Country, Portugal. Region, Algarve. 37 latitude, Bortle 5. Copy that, Star Guy. Waiting for you to dock. We will have also Star Guy here in the house with live views from
the King's Sun.
The King's Sun. I can't because I just had a huge thunderstorm here. So I was spraying neem oil 2 days ago and all to the roof. Okay. Welcome Christina, Bednar, Richard, Smith, Loretta, Channel, Rumpel, Star Guy is in the house. Hope you're having a great Friday start of the weekend, wild week ahead. Hello Naomi, Sarah, Chroma Mac. Everybody's here. Okay. Let's start by the prepping stuff. Because I have to say you, guys, you know that I take this very serious. That thing of the blackout, I was warning that there will be a blackout, and it happened. Now, what I think is that we will have another blackout worse than this that we had, that was just 1 day. They will push it to more regions. I say they because, for the ones that don't know, I truly believe in the middle of a bunch of speculation around it because they don't tell anything about it. I think that was an intentional event. Goal?
Control.
Control. Oh yeah. It was a test. To infrastructure and to you and me. I take this very, very serious, so serious that I was awesome during the blackout, doing my gardening, listening my hand crank radio that I have on Dobsonianpower.com. A must have. The hand crank radio was I see people, loads of people now after the fact we talk with people, here, that suffered the same moments. And I want to share that with you because it's very, very important. Don't underestimate, because it can be the sun as well. And this will fit everything. This emergency hand crank radio was all day being used. Then the battery was gone. I connected it directly with a USB cable to be faster to one of my Blue Yeti 180 solar power generator. This is, guys, I insist a lot because this is a blast. This power generator, I will do a video about it. I'm just waiting because I have more news about this. This is a blast. I purchased this one. I tested it I had, for the ones that don't know, this blackout, massive blackout, was the fourth blackout in around 1 month here in my home. So I had 3 local blackouts previously. At the second one, I purchased this Blue Yeti. I said to my wife, it's done. I will not suffer anymore. We will not suffer anymore. I purchased this, and after purchase, a few days later, bam! Blackout. Again, in local blackout. It saved us. I enjoyed it and my family so much that I purchased the second one. I purchased the second one, and then bam! Blackout. Full 2 countries and more countries, but 2 countries with 60 million people without any power supply, most people without light, without communications, without anything. And I had a second one. It was awesome to have it. But I enjoyed it so much that I want to level up. I wanted to level up because I truly believe, and guys, you know that my gut has been right, and my gut says yes, we will have another one or more. It depends on the natural catastrophes as well, on the King Sun. But an intentional one, it will be repeated, and they will push further. And I purchased a third one. Yes, bam! I just ordered it. I don't have it yet here, but it's again on offer, and I just ordered it from Amazon, the Blue Yeti AC 180 solar power. Why I did it? You will be fine with only one device, but I want to do something here. I will not work to be and live off-grid, but I will work to be half on-grid and half off-grid. Remember, many people, as I have 5, I have more than 10 years ago, I purchased 5 solar panels connected to the grid. They inject everything to my house, so it saves my bill, my electricity bill at the end of the month. However, the excess goes to the power supplier company. The problem with that is, and everybody on the Iberian Peninsula that has those solar panels connected to the grid were useless. They were simply useless because for security they are shut down. They don't work when there's a power outage. So everybody was kind of, what the heck is this? I purchased solar energy and now I don't have energy. Because it happens like that. To have energy and be off-grid, you have to construct and build something off-grid. And it's exactly what I'm doing. I also purchased the maximum solar panel power that these Blue Yeti solar generators can admit, which is 500 watts. And I will have an external solar panel, not a portable one that I use back and forth, but one to be outside always, and it will charge it in 3 hours only. Each generator. It's awesome. It was a paradise, and now with the contrast with what I got from what I see people talking about, how they suffered during that anxiety, during the blackout, I say, and me and my wife, oh, this is a bless. This was a blast. Today my wife was at a haircut, and the girl, as soon as my wife entered the door, the girl gave her a big hug. My wife arrived home and said to me, Tiago, you don't know what happened today at the haircut. The girl that never gave me a hug, it's a regular girl, it gave me a huge hug. And I said, why? Why did the girl give you such a hug? And she said she was so grateful that weeks ago I was warning about the blackout, and she prepared many things. She doesn't have the generator, but she prepared many things at home for a 3 days blackout, that she was so grateful to me. And she asked me if I can give her the links for our solar generator. Of course you can. They are at dobsonianpower.com. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at dobsonianpower.com. This is awesome, man. This is a feeling that I have right now, that I'm very, very happy with what I'm doing. Happy birthday, Sandy! Sandy Miller, an explorer! Hold on, that I have something for you. You know that explorers, the channel members, are always first. At least in this channel. Always. There we go. Hold on. Dear Sandy, to you. Woo! Happy birthday! There we go. Earthquake 3.4, guess where? Argentina.
Run.
Argentina. It's happening. How many YouTubers do you know that gives this song and a happy birthday? A huge hug to you, virtual hug. And kisses to their viewers. Well, I don't know if they will block it. I think that's an excuse. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody there, because they are all... Look, let me share this with you. This is the last news from the blackout. In Spain, they keep not saying exactly what it was. They say they don't know, whatever, the same thing. Then that creates a bunch of speculation around it, and everybody speculates a bunch of stuff. I keep thinking the same. It was intentional, it was a trial, a test. And they said yesterday, the representatives said on television that, don't worry, it will not happen again. And the Portuguese people from the power grid companies were saying exactly the opposite. And I will share this with you. They are saying right now here, some people from that they work for the company that distributes the energy here. They are saying we will have a 1 week one. We will have a 1 week, one freaking all week. One. Now, apart from that, my bet, and this is a bet, and look, that's what my gut says. My gut says already that I shared with you that we will have more blackouts like this. I don't know where. I don't know how much will they spread to test it again. But I think it will not hit, because it's intentional, it will not hit the summer. The intentional one, not the solar one. The blackout that we will have again will not hit the peak of the summer. It's what I think. If the one that is intentional, if the solar activity generates a blackout, that will be another stuff. That can happen today. Today, that nasty sunspot can do the same as it did before other similar sunspots, as I will show you, and cause a massive blackout.
Warning. Please run to the bunker and stay calm. To the bunker and stay calm. Warning. 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 Please run to the bunker. To the bunker. Stay calm. Stay calm. Warning.
Thank you to all of you that purchased the solar generator from my link. It's at dobsonianpower.com. I have there at dobsonianpower.com. This is a channel. I have there, right at the beginning, list of products I use and recommend. I use and recommend. I will not recommend anything that I'm not sure if it's good. And then you have prepping products, and there it is. Right now I got an offer on Amazon again. This is a 200 watts portable solar panel, which is a must-have to charge it. This portable one, I will keep mine because it's very convenient if I need to run away.
Run.
So this will be a lifesaver. It takes around 6 hours to charge. In a sunny day, of course. An extension, another extension, the gas stove. I use these things during my blackout. Emergency crank radio, these lights that are very inexpensive and very good, and the life straw water, but this is for an extreme disaster, not for these ones. So guys, prepare, be prepared. I insist a lot because I truly believe this. As I insisted before, be prepared. Have at least these solar generators you can use at an apartment. This portable solar panel, you can use it. Even that you live in a city, as long as you have a way to capture the sun. If you have a balcony, fine. If you catch sun, you just put there. Only the light itself, without direct sun, will charge something. Of course, it will charge even less. And I'm preparing things here to use one of the generators during calm periods, and then I charge them during the day with a solar panel that will be always capturing the sun to me, not their solar energy, my solar energy from the King Sun, my independent solar energy, which is what they don't want. They want you to be dependent. Remember that. Now let's go to the earthquake. Let me hydrate. Sunspots didn't create this earthquake. It's not that. I'll show you right now. Mind for knowledge. Have 3 rechargeables, 2 small and 1 a little bigger. And I didn't purchase a big one. Instead I prefer to have 3 by convenience. Because if I have to run away from a different disaster, it's easier to grab and go. And I made all the accounts and it's more inexpensive. This brand, which is the best one, this brand, buying this bang for the buck product, which supports barely every device that you have at home, because it goes until 1800 watts. So every heater, everything, it runs faster, a heater of course, but it will work with everything. And it's more inexpensive. It's cheaper to buy 3 of them than a big one with the same capacity or similar. And there's another thing, but I will leave that. There's another very important thing that people don't think about, that it's a huge advantage over a single one. I will tell that in the video that I will make about it. And I'm not sponsored by them. The 3 purchases that I made, man, it was with my money. I didn't contact them. I have no commercial relationship right now in this moment in time with them. In the future, we don't know what happened. Earthquake M7.4 at 10 kilometers depth on Argentina. Now let me remind you and the ones that don't know that the relation with the solar activity, whatever it is, different events, and the earthquakes, it's something that has been studied for a long time. And although the mainstream science didn't accept it and validate it yet with a robust offer to the public, many scientists have, and we have and shared here, many peer papers with that correlation being proved. One of the characteristics of the impacts of the sun in the triggering earthquakes, because remember, earthquakes can be triggered by many factors. That's why they don't know very well. Earthquake. 4.5 on, guess where? Yes, right at Argentina. Argentina. It's crazy, Argentina. So the earthquakes can be triggered by many factors. They don't know exactly everything about earthquakes and volcanoes as well. Otherwise they would warn you and me faster. Nobody was warned about this. But solar activity can trigger earthquakes. It's like it's almost happening. It's a matter of time. It's like boiling the situation. And the solar activity, bam, triggered it. And that's what might be happening right now. There's a study that I showed you recently that shows that a peer paper that shows that earthquakes, all the megaquakes in 1 century that they studied, all the megaquakes, that means equal or higher than 7 of magnitude, which was this one. All of them had a coronal hole in the sun, pushing solar wind, impacting in the earth, which is happening and happened with the last coronal hole, and now it keeps happening with different coronal holes that I will show you in a moment. The range, and if you read this paper, the range is 27 days. That means we can have a coronal hole happening right now and a megaquake happening within the next 27 days. So the range is 27 days. And all of them had. And guess what? This one in Argentina goes to that list as well, because we are having impacts from solar wind. We also had impact from a coronal mass ejection that was from a small flank, but it was very strong, and I showed you here the last live stream. Thank you, Marie Zimmerman, for your gifting for 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. You are an explorer. Welcome everybody to the spaceship. Sit down and relax and enjoy. Enjoy what's coming. And thank you. That BLV 61 for your super chat.
Super shot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Super chat. It's CO2. CO2. I know very well. It's a member here. I am not able to chat or donate. I can't subscribe or let you know on my other profile. I don't know why. I always had fun in this great community. Help. I don't know why, but CO2. Let me write. CO2, I will do that to check if you are after the stream. I will check right away. It's weird because you are a great member here. And remember that sometimes we ban people. I ban as well. And sometimes I can make a mistake. If some people come here to spread hate, we spread love here. The people that spread hate, I just delete them from forever. I don't care. It's my way, my style. It's my style. Don't worry that I will check that. Make sure if you I know that you are a member as well. So make sure you go to Discord on the members only and talk with me. Or even comment on... You can comment on any video as well. I will check that, don't worry. Hint me in the next live stream if it didn't work. And I will... If something happened, I will tell you. I will write here. I will not forget. No worries. Okay, we have Star Guy in the house. It's Chris Green. Okay, ready to dock.
Okay, Chris Green, preparing to dock your spaceship to the mothership. Let's go. Trying to dock Chris Green with the sun from Texas.
Altitude, velocity, light. 8.5 down, 220 feet. 15 forward.
Trying to dock. Hold on.
Forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. Within 60 feet, 6.5 down, 5.5 down. 9 forward.
There we go.
Good. In 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9
Chris
forward.
Green from Texas, the
5%.
workshop man. With that nasty sunspot, we have something to share with you about this sunspot as well.
75 feet.
Dr. Frankenstein, welcome.
Dr. Frankenstein.
In the house. Thank you so much. Like that, small, growing steady, grow step by step. Good, always good. Like my garden. You know what we do, me and you, in our gardens? We prune. We prune so we can the good part of the plant, of the tree. By the way, my trees are doing very well. They liked it. Let me tell you a side note. Did you know something weird and beautiful happened to my wife today? She was at the supermarket. She was crazy arriving home telling me this. She was at the supermarket. She was in the drink sections with juices and, you know, water, whatever. And she was pushing a couple of big bottles of water. We have this bottle. This kind, we drink a lot from these bottles. She was pushing the bottles and she saw a big insect we have here now that is spring. We have big butterflies or something like that. We don't know exactly because they are very weird, some of them, and different. And she said to me, I saw the insect. It was trapped, the insect. And I was trying to help the insect to untrap the insect from the water, whatever where it was trapped. And the insect could manage. I was there playing like people were watching, but I was there helping the insect. And the insect could be free. And then I was around the supermarket and the insect didn't left me. The insect was always around me. And I said, oh yeah, yes. And then I went to pay and the insect's still there around me. It didn't left me. It didn't leave me. And then when I went out from the store, the supermarket, the doors open like the automatic doors, no? I crossed the doors and the insect went away. And it was crazy because what we think, she thought, and I think the same, the insect was using my wife as a help to get the insect out of there because the insects are drove by lights, LED lights, and the LED lights are very bad. That's why we have the LED lights on the street. These new LED lights are very harmful for some insects because they lose orientation. And it happened that for sure to the insect. But as soon as he saw the sun and the good light, because on the morning was sunny, he went away. Crazy stuff from the nature that I love. So we prune. For you, the flowers and the fruits of this beautiful community can grow stronger and healthier. She has inner light, yes, for sure. It's something we were amazed. And I think that the trees that I'm carrying a lot. I'm investing a lot of time on gardening now. And as never before. And the trees are kind of happy. They are starting to look good. I'll show you in the posts. It's nice to have nature giving back. Now I'm trying to save. Oh, she's very bad. A Sica revoluted. Sica revoluted, sago palm tree. But the sago palm tree, this is very nice because the sago palm tree is the only plant that survived, the only palm tree that survived to the Ice Age. And that's crazy. That kind of tree, the sago palm trees that are poisonous to children and to humans and dogs and whatever, pets, they survived the Ice Age. So I will not leave that tree alone, even that it shows signs of wanting to disappear. I will still believe in that. I will post a picture. You will see how it is right now. I pruned and it still have 2 leaves. I plant in a new pot. I bought the right Sika fertilizer, and I will save her. I have that. My gut says yes. Well, that was a side note. So this nasty sunspot has something new that I want to share with you, but first, let me share this about the coronal hole. Solar cycles. Watch this. Watch this. Solar cycles, you're saying, Niels, you are new here. Solar cycles do cause earthquakes. Watch this. Watch this crazy stuff. Let me prepare first. Man, you have to admit, I'm not a scientist, but I have good... Let me prepare it. So it's easier for you to grab it right away. Look at this. The earthquake in Argentina. This earthquake occurred here, near Ushuaia. Okay? This region has an historic earthquake activity. First, let me remind you that it's a shallow earthquake, 10 kilometers, which match all the studies about the correlation with the sun. That triggers usually shallow depth earthquakes, and that makes sense because the charged particles, when they enter the ground, they trigger the friction that is already happening, probably, and they trigger that moment like the last drop of water in the cup. And BAM! It matches everything, this earthquake. 7.4 with the coronal hole, I will show you. 10 kilometers depth, I will show you now. The solar cycles. The activity on this region. Look at this. I just selected bigger than 4 magnitude on that region. Number of quakes per year on that region. Right now, BAM! Solar maximum. Here, solar maximum. Here, the descendant phase. The descendant phase, which probably we are already. We don't know yet. Which is, by the way, the most dangerous moment. The part of the solar cycle that it's not the peak. The peak is dangerous with coronal mass ejections and all that stuff. But this combo of factors, of events like coronal holes that are dangerous with coronal mass ejections, notice that this small coronal mass ejection, not small, huge, but it was a small touch from the side, was enough to create a geomagnetic storm that we are already predicting. I will show you in a moment. I just want you to show you the correlation with the activity, increased activity of more than 4 magnitude earthquakes on that region, on Argentina, where the 7.4 occurred today, and they match the peak of the earthquakes match the peak of the solar cycle as well. Bam! And we have another explorer. Not a simple explorer, it's like Chris Green. It's on Chris Green team, it's an ultra explorer. You are an ultra explorer. We have another ultra explorer in the house.
Docking Starguy. Welcome Starguy to the mothership.
Starguy from Florida. The Bioman right now sharing the views of
The King's Son.
the King Sun live from Florida as well as from Texas with Chris Green telescope. So we have a backup. If one can't because of the clouds, the other one can. Starguy is pointing to an explosion of plasma happening right now in the right side. Oh no, it's the clouds, Starguy, the clouds.
Run.
It's the clouds, it's the clouds. Okay. So you see the one interesting fact, they match the solar cycle on this region. Now, I will meanwhile connect to NASA so I can show you something.
Connecting to NASA spacecraft.
What was the aliens? The extraterrestrial. Oh, no. Don't start spamming here. I know you. Don't start spamming here because you go right away. You go right away. Look. No spams here. Earthquake. Oh no. .3 guys, 5.3 depth 10 kilometers. 5.3. Look. If you go to USGS, you can see it. 5.3 again on Argentina.
It's happening.
You know what to do.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
Thomas, the blackout in Spain and in Portugal, I was leaving that blackout, has nothing to do with the sun, in my opinion. It has to do with control. It will happen again, it will be worse, and it will be with a different goal. It's by humans, to humans, not by the sun. By the sun, it will happen sooner or later. Maybe sooner than later because the Earth magnetic field is weakening and we are more vulnerable to any impact. That's why a simple, that I will show you, a simple touch of a flank of a coronal mass ejection mixed with the solar wind from the coronal holes, bam, had a higher impact that it should have. It had a higher impact because of our weakness, of our shield, of our protector. It's weaker. We are living an excursion of the poles. At least an excursion. We don't know if they will flip. At least an excursion we are living. So that weakens the Earth shield, and as well as the anomaly that we have on the southern hemisphere, right over Brazil, very close to Argentina as well. There's a region there where even satellites, some satellites, not all, some satellites disconnect automatically before passing through that region, and then they reconnect again after passing through that region, because they are affected, highly affected by the magnetic fields that are very weak there, and the radiation is very high. It's higher there because it's even more vulnerable, that region, and it's splitting and getting higher. Thank you, Chris Green, for your super chat. Thank you so much, man.
Super shot.
Thank you. Where are you? Dobsonian power, dream team, bam! Thank you. Dobsonian power. Okay, we
lost a guy, and Chris Green is with clouds. We are in trouble.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main B plus undervolt.
Roger, main B undervolt.
Okay, this is the study. Before going to the spaceship, well, hold on. Let me refresh this. So it will be refreshing and updating while we wait. Study. Scientific study. It's not me, it's science. The Sun has a significant agent provoking earthquakes. In the European Physical Journal Special Topics, here the article, and they say, in this paper we provide significant evidence that the Sun is a principal agent provoking seismic activity. Don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. It's science that says that. And this is only one of the studies. I like this one. It's from Greece. I like this one. So, blah blah blah. And they found that earthquakes higher than 7 had a coronal hole happening in the Sun. And then they have all the study here, you know, formulas and numbers and graphics. A big study here. So that means, let's see the date, 30. That's correct. So that means that this coronal hole actually it's split it here. You see different coronal holes right in front of us with solar wind pushing solar wind to the Earth. You see? Here and here. Mainly here. This can get bigger. And they push solar wind. This black region here of the coronal holes, they are connected with a filament. It's open magnetic fields. So usually we have, with the coronal mass ejections, we have loops of magnetic fields like this. They have everything. Like this. You see? This happens like this. Magnetic fields all over the place, right? Because during the solar maximum, the sunspot, the magnetic fields emerge to the solar surface, and they do like these loops in the sunspots. The sunspots are these regions with the magnetic fields, that's why they are black. But they do a loop, and they explode sometimes, like they can with this new sunspot region. They do like this. So they do like this, and then they launch that plasma into space. If we are in front of it, we get those impacts on Earth with different consequences. While these regions here are open magnetic fields. So as they are open, they don't make those loops. As they are open, they are permanently expelling plasma, it's the solar wind, into space. So, as they are always doing that, it's a matter of having them align with us. It's like a cannon. If it's throwing to the right or to the left, it's different than throwing to your face or mine. Earthquake 4.2 on Philippines, not there. On Argentina. So it's exactly the position. So this solar wind that is coming from these coronal holes, since the beginning, since they rotate and they were formed here, they are throwing that solar wind. They will keep rotating and then they will turn around. But all this region here, the central region here, affect us. Besides, we saw in the last live stream, we had a coronal mass ejection very strong here. It was here, down here. It was very strong, but not directly to the Earth. However, as they expand, I showed you here. It's the second one in a week or so. That happens. The first one, to be fair, I was betting more on the first one than this one, but it seems like it impacted. There's a third factor that boosted the combination of both. Not only the weakness of our shield, but also there's something that is the polarity that we have and the polarity, minus and plus, of the plasma that it's headed to the Earth. And when the polarity basically is like this, I will show you. When the polarity of the solar wind, when the polarity of the Earth it's south, which means this red line below this central line here, this horizontal gray line, when it's south, below, it's like the Earth saying, welcome. Welcome, radiation. Welcome because the door is open. It's the open door. When it's up there in the north, the polarity says, no, it's closed the door at the Earth and most of the radiation, it impacts but deflects. So everything that happens when this graphic, the red line is below that gray line, everything is enhanced, is boosted by that polarity, that contrast in polarity. It's the same that happens in the sunspots. This massive sunspot, that we are watching, green is with clouds. Look at the Schumann resonance. Look. Bam! And bam! 2 days ago and yesterday. Well, funny doors about the air. Funny doors. I had tried to avoid thinking about that. The other day, the clouds arrived and I got a strong headache. Today we had the clouds again and I start feeling my back in the weird place. Bad. Now it's gone. Sun. I don't know, man. This is very strange. I have a picture that I can't show here, I don't want, of the sky before the clouds appear. That is crazy, man. This is getting out of control, in my opinion. This is getting out of control, and I don't understand why people that have telescopes, as I have, only think in the light and polar and light pollution, and they can't get out of the box and see that there's other thing that is harmful, that is more harmful than the light pollution right now, which are those modern clouds. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much, Thomas, for being member for 4 months. A super explorer. Thank you. You are a super explorer. Prepare for the grand solar flash to rest to positivity and love. Happy to be here. Well said. Be prepared, man. Be prepared. The sun, these guys, these shenanigans on Earth, everything and more that we don't know, and it may happen, like an asteroid or something. Do you know that some asteroids, they can't see them until the last minute? Because as they are behind the sun, and the sun is very bright, and they can't see them, it's like they are hidden. They can't see them until they pass the sun, and so the instruments can capture them. And there are many of them. The thing is, most of them are very small. But one day, who knows? Yeah. So we have to be prepared for different situations. Don't fall into the trap that it's only one thing. It can be fires, it can be earthquakes as well. Look at Argentina today. Different stuff. And the shenanigans, which so far they have been the most harmful in the recent years, more than the sun. So we have Star Guy has the sun. There we go, Star Guy from Florida with real-time views of
Backing sun. Or cloud.
a proton wave is a wave of protons. Let me see if we have something. We'll check everything here. Proton waves or proton rain or proton radiation has impact on my headache. It gives me headache. Nope, right now. Right now it's calm. The problem are not the protons. By the way, we had a massive blackout as well, I think, power outage on United States. Let's check it. I think I saw something. Let's check it. Not sure. All right, we have on Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, more than 100,000 without any power. Bam! Right now. Be aware. Have that power generator that I have if you are on Pennsylvania. If you have this that I have, I purchased 3. 3 of them. The third one is on the way. Bam! So you can be safe. Just need one. Chris Green with clouds, bad luck on Texas. I heard that on Texas, I think it was 3 years ago, you had like a snowpocalypse.
Snowpocalypse.
That destroy all the cicadas. The cica palm trees that I'm trying to save. Because of the frost. Oh, funny doors. There's loads of stuff around everything. Look. They will do it. They will do it. There will be chaos. And there will be many people begging for them. As planned. And guys, a side note, to see when we had a blackout, you know, here, full blackout, and to see when the power was recovered. I was one of the first ones, the first million people. I was there because I'm near Spain, and to see people dancing and clapping hands like they did 5 years ago, it's, you know, I don't know what to think about it. Let's move on. They will do it. They will do it. They will do it, man. They will do it. Unless a miracle happen. We gotta have a miracle. A big tsunami. They will do it. They will do it. Write that, Luis. Write that. Then it will be too late. It will be too late. Maybe before that, if I smell it, it's coming, I will run. Not to the bunker, but to the mountains. Or anywhere else. We'll see, we'll see. I'll tell you. I'll tell you if I do some crazy thing with my family. I will do it. I will tell you. I will find a way. So power outage, massive one in the red on Pennsylvania. I don't think I have to run too much. That's very cold out there, Luis. Not a good place to me. My DNA craves sun.
Packing sun.
Sun is very good. The sun, it's not all bad. Sun is very, very powerful. It's a blast, the sun. It's a blast. Look at the sunspot. Now let me show you something about these sunspots. That was shared in the news by Dr. Tony. So, this that you are watching, around that sunspot, do you see that brightness around the sunspots on Stargate telescope? That bright region. It's a circle. It's a circle around the sunspots. There are two of them. By the way, in 1921, it was exactly like this. I showed you lots of times before. In 1921, we had a massive solar event that caused a massive blackout on different parts of United States, Canada, Europe, in the world, especially at the north. And it's the famous New York Railroad event. And the sunspots I showed you here because they studied, scientists studied that event. And the sunspots were like this, were exactly like this, two sunspots. And what happened was that they rotated, one clockwise and another one anti-clockwise. One to one side and another to the other side, and bam, they exploded massively, doing that rotation, that crazy rotation, something weird, and they released that event, that they released that plasma that impacted the Earth and caused the 1921 blackout that was in all the news back that time on those newspapers. So, as you can see here, the image of these nasty sunspots is exactly like the 1921. Let me show you the 1921 so you can see just the image. So you can see how similar are they. Look. Hold on. Everywhere in the newspapers, the geomagnetic storm 1921 was crazy. There's a scientific paper, of course. where they explain that rotation. You see? They are here. This was the different phases, and they rotated one to the left and one to the right. You can see clearly here that, look, they were like this. These are the polarities, the minus and the plus, I believe. I'm not sure. Well, forget it. The position. They are like this, the sunspot here, and they rotated. One to the left, another to the right, rotating clockwise. And bam, the event happened. And they explain why. This is very scientific. The thing is, it happened. And the thing is, they are very similar. And as you can see here, in addition to the solar coronal holes, they are rotating, they are evolving magnetically. We'll see what happens. And they are getting in the
Red zone.
danger, danger, danger. They are coming.
Warning. Please run to the bunker. Please stay calm. Bunker and stay calm. Warning. 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 Please run to the bunker. Bunker and stay calm. Warning. 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 Please.
So, as you can see, the last image here, they are already in that circle that I talked previously in this live stream. This circle here, the dangerous zone, the most dangerous. So anytime during these days, this will take a few days to cross all the surface in front of us. All this time, if they explode, who knows? Who knows? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody on Earth can tell you that. If they explode suddenly, it will be in front of our faces. And there's more. Here, you can see it's all about this. This image shows the magnetic complexity of this region, this active region. That means different polarities. The minus, the orange, and the plus, the blue. Hold on, earthquake. 2.5 on Indonesia. So, right now we have blue here in this left side. We have blue, we have orange, and we have blue here. The danger comes when these orange and blue start interacting and mixing a lot. That's when the explosions occur, and that's when the solar flares, the big ones, occur, and that's when plasma is released after the solar flares explode. The solar flares with radiation right away, 8 minutes, and bam! And then the solar plasma, it takes on average 2 to 4 days to arrive to the Earth. But there's more about this. That region around the sunspots that I was showing you on Starguy live views. Look at the size of the Earth here. It's the size of one of the sunspots. Photon, not proton. It's plasma, it's plasma. It's plasma. The wind, the solar wind has plasma. It's hydrogen, mainly. So the size of the Earth here and here, and this region, they draw the attention here for these bright, small bright spots that are called the Ellerman bombs. And they are monitoring this sunspot very closely. Because these Ellerman bombs are magnetic explosions about 1 millionth as powerful as a true solar flare. Huh? Magnetic explosions about 1 millionth as powerful as a true solar flare. So this ring that you see here, it's a dangerous ring. They are very, very dangerous, and they are a sign of magnetic complexity in a sunspot. The opposite polarities bump together, they reconnect, and BAM! So, an additional information about this peculiar sunspot, the Ellerman bombs, that this sunspot has. So be aware of it, be prepared for what can happen with this region in the coming days. So Chris Green is undocking.
Thank you, Chris Green, for your participation in this live stream. Undocking, Chris Green.
Because of the clouds on Texas. And he says, I'll be back. We still have Florida. There we go. With that view, real-time view of the sun. With the sunspot region that is very, very similar to the region of that massive solar event of 1921, the New York Railroad event, known, that was on the news back that time, old news. And caused massive blackouts all over the northern countries of the northern hemisphere. Europe, Canada, United States, etc. So that can happen again. Those two sunspots rotated and they exploded. I don't know though if back that time those sunspots had this phenomena that it's occurring right now, because they don't mention, I will recheck that, but I think they don't mention hold on, we'll check. That will be awesome. But maybe they didn't have that information. We are learning, science is learning a lot about the King Sun. But let's check. So 1921. 1921, the newspapers. Sunspot credited with rail tie-up. Sunspot aurora paralyzes wires. Unprecedented disturbance is attributed to solar manifestations. Electric disturbances after affect French wires. So you see Europe, United States, etc. Let me see if they mention the Ellerman bombs here. I think they not, because I read this. I don't remember. I'm afraid. No. Let me see on the scientific paper. That will be awesome. If they could mention that. But no. 0. So the Sunspot is very, very similar. We can't see any ring here around because they didn't focus on that. They were focusing only on this study on the rotation. The weird rotation of these two sunspots. And then the explosion and the massive event that we had. Yeah, back that time we were not as dependent as we are right now on technology. I don't know, Christina. That can be plasmoids or something. Those flashing lights. Which is a field that they don't know much about it. It's to keep monitoring. Plasmoids. Fascinating. Could be that. Nowadays it will be harder for us to distinguish things because we also have those Falcon 9 doing weird stuff as well when they lift. And we will have to distinguish one from another, from the plasmoids that exist. That will be fascinating. It's like now we have to distinguish more things. We have to have good filters, like for instance, to distinguish which is AI, fake or not. That's crucial today. To distinguish. Thank you, Hedy Anderson. Welcome back. Thank you for your super shot. And an earthquake with that super shot. Is disconnected. Is the super shot connected? 4.3 again on, yes, you guessed it, Argentina. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Look at this after that big one. After that big one, 4.3, 4.7, 5.3, 4.5, and now 4.3 again. God, they are being smashed here. They are being smashed. From Sarah, the Strela dog lover. Oh, that's a very cute dog that we have here. Thank you so much.
Super shot.
Very noble, very helpful dog. It saves many lives. That kind of dog. So it just happened again.
Florida connection.
So now let's see other stuff in the sun directly from NASA. First, let's analyze the 48 hours, the last 48 hours on the sun. This is, the red one is one instrument, and there's another instrument here. And let's play it to see if we can see. So this stream, this perma stream, it's solar wind that the sun it's always pushing into space. We had a small one and another coronal mass ejection here, very narrow and directed to the north, and we had another one here. We almost can feel the plasma here. Look, you see this plasma? It's very faint. I'm always telling you this. Be aware, because sometimes we have the plasma looks very faint, but it caused geomagnetic storms. This is the coronagraph, the blue one, and this is the red one, another coronagraph. We can see that plasma flow. Look, you see? I'm going back and forth for you to see the contrast. And we can see a wave here of plasma. This comes to the Earth. It's probably the solar wind that we have from that region, that coronal holes that we have right now. If something happened, if a solar flare happened right now, and coronal mass ejection, so plasma into the Earth, that will be boosted by that coronal hole. Let me see if there's weird stuff around the sun. Only stars and debris from plasma debris. No crazy object. And now let's zoom in and see what's happening here. So this is the region that we are worried about. We have the coronal holes and we have filaments as well. Here, a big one. Here, another one. Here, another one that exploded. Here, another one. So these filaments that look like a crest, they explode. They have plasma here. Another one here. Let's see if I can see any explosion here. Here to the right, here something, but nothing huge right now. We'll see the coming days. Check NOAA. So we have from NOAA a G1 magnetic storm. So it's the lower level. G1, G2, G3, G4, and G5. Thank you, Christina. Thank you so much, Christina, for being member Super Explorer for 4 months. Thank you so much. You are a Super Explorer. Super Explorer, thank you. And as I was telling, we have to distinguish things. For instance, this is the new instrument that they have, a new coronagraph. This is an occultation disk, as the others have, with this arm to block that brightness of the sun, so we can see in the surroundings, we can see the plasma. But as this instrument, interestingly, is closer to the Earth, not like this one, it's far away from the Earth, and this one is geostationary, this one is closer to the Earth. That means that we will have, and we had already, the other day I forgot to show you, the moon passing here. It was crazy. We will have different objects here, weird objects, that are our own objects. So we will have to fine-tune our filters everywhere, so we can reach the truth faster. In social networks, in the news, almost everything is, it's the easier filter for me nowadays. If they say red, think green. No? But this is an example of that confusion that we can have. This here is the solar flares activity that is very low since the last live stream when we had this one. And we saw that the forecast from NASA had a flank just barely touching the Earth, and it seems like it touched, then such a small touch with the solar wind and the door open of the polarity of the Earth was enough for a G1 geomagnetic storm that is happening. As you can see here, the graphic, this measures the impact of the geomagnetic storms on Earth. Usually is green, it was very calm, and you can see that we are leaving an impact of plasma. This basically means G1, because when you reach here, the higher level 9, it's G5. Here it's G4. Here it's G3, here it's G2. Actually, it touched the G2 for a moment. So it reached the G2. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news, it reached the level G2. Not only the G1 forecasted, this has all to be with what I was telling you, the weakness that we have right now on our magnetic field. The impacts are all, or most of them, are exceeding expectations because of our weakness. Earthquake was not on Argentina, was a 3.7 on Middle East, near Turkey. So if we see the 10-day plot, we can see here the first impact. Hold on. That impact from that geomagnetic storm, also from a flank that I told you it was coming to the Earth. It hit the Earth. However, it was a smaller impact, most likely because of that graphic of the solar wind polarity that I showed you. This time the door was open. And we had the solar wind getting stronger from those two coronal holes. So altogether, simple events, low events, enough to cause the reach of a G2 here on the 6th level, G2 geomagnetic storm. We'll see how much it will last. So you see the difference of being weaker. And now we have this new threat, the Sunspot region with those sunspots together, with that ring around them, very explosive ring that we can see part of it here in that brightness of that region around the sunspots, that can anytime now explode and impact the Earth. Turkey. Right that, weakening our shield. Let me show you our shield. First, let's see the new forecast. Okay, we have as expected. Hold on. There we go. This massive one. Let me show you. So this is the last forecast from NASA of a coronal mass ejection. The coronal mass ejection, as you should know, is a bunch of plasma stuck in a magnetic field that you can see. That's why this arc, it extends, it makes like a bulb. It's a structure. This is the front of the structure that goes into space and stretch. That's why it gets bigger, and that's why sometimes it touch from a flank the Earth that it's here at the right. This is the Sun at the middle, the Earth this yellow dot, and you can see that explosion that we saw on the coronagraph. It's not headed to the Earth. A bit dense though, and we can see that it's a bit dense. Now, if happens at the explosion on that active region that we have in front of us, and it's right in front of us, and it explodes like this one, it will go directly to the Earth, and we will warn you as usual. I'll warn you. Now let's see the magnetic field of the Earth. There we go. Playing. So this is the Earth. And this is plasma, solar wind, bam, impacting the Earth. You can see the speed is to the right from the sun that is not visible here. And the darker the red, the faster those particles impact the magnetic field of the Earth. This bluish tint here means speed to the left, height speed to the left. So that's when the magnetic reconnection occurs. The plasma, those charged particles, travel through the magnetic field of the Earth. They do here the magnetic reconnection, so the fields touch, and they travel into the North and the South Pole, as you can see in this image. Impacting and then being transferred to our magnetic field from the back of the Earth. There's the reconnection right there, and bam, into the North and the South Poles. That's why those charged particles that sometimes trigger not only these beautiful auroras in the sky but also earthquakes on Earth, because they are charged particles. And as you can see here, these are in United States and Canada the charged particles beneath your feet. You can see usually this is blue, it's calm, but right now from that origin, from that geomagnetic storm, those charged particles enter from the north in this case, as you could see in this movie, and they transfer themselves as well to the ground. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the ground beneath your feet that is charged with particles from the sun. That's why they trigger the earthquakes at a shallow depth. Canada and the United States measure this, other countries not yet, but we can clearly see that today we are having more charged particles as usual. As a reminder, on early May 2024, when we warn you here for that impact, that massive impact on Earth, this was all red, and orange was even higher. It's all connected. It's very interesting. Now, for the ones that don't know, let me hydrate. Because you may think that you can have a short circuit in your body, but no. No, because this is a very low quantity of electrons. It's very low, but it's widely spread. And although it's very low, you can charge your smartphone plugging into the ground. No way. But it's enough in a situation of a probable earthquake happening like this, triggering with that friction underground. 6.6, oh my god!
It's happening. It's happening.
Run to the bunker, because we just had a 6.6, another big one. Where? On Argentina.
Warning. Please run to the bunker and stay calm. Please run to the bunker and stay calm. Warning. Please run to the bunker. Please run to the bunker and stay calm.
It's happening right now.
This is not an aftershock, you're right. This is not an aftershock, and the same way, look carefully and think with me. The same way we have this here, most likely we have from the South Pole here, because look at this region, it's near the South Pole. Antarctica.
Antarctica.
They're doing it from Antarctica. This region, it's very, very close to the South Pole. It's Ushuaia. So, 6.6 just happening. Breaking news on your channel, the Dobsonian Power channel. Breaking news. Will I have to be here all day with you? Remember the ones that are older here in the channel? The residents. That beautiful group of people. Remember on 2024 that we were here all together, closely monitoring every single day that active and dangerous activity on the sun on early May, and always warning you, it's going to happen, and it happened. 7 or 8 massive coronal mass ejections, bam, 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 to the Earth, and we said 2 days, and it will be impacting the Earth, and it was like that. Bam! We were here monitoring everything, but this Argentina situation, is getting tough. I'll keep this rolling even after the stream, and if I see something really important, I will share with you. A bunch of earthquakes, and look that I filter here just the bigger earthquakes, bigger than 2.5 magnitude, otherwise this will be with all those aftershocks and everything. Incredible.
Okay, we had a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main beam plus on a volt.
Yes, we have a problem. That sunspot.
Okay, stand by 13. We're looking.
If occurs to this sunspot to release a super solar flare, now that Argentina is so vulnerable, now that our magnetosphere and Earth magnetic field is so vulnerable, that particularly that southern region there, with a magnetic anomaly of the Atlantic. And now that we are overdue to one, because there's a study, a very interesting study that I showed you here, that says that we are overdue, and it's mainstream science, overdue for a solar flare. They studied all this data that we keep gathering every single minute. They studied a lot of periods, and they got a conclusion. They reached the conclusion that we are overdue of a super solar flare, and that they occur on average each century, each 100 years. At least one. Science says, not me. Don't kill the messenger. So this has the potential, this sunspot that you see, with those that ring around it, that region they call the Ellerman bombs. As a reminder, Ellerman bombs, that bright region, it makes a ring around the active region. If it turns more complex magnetically, it will explode. Look at this beautiful image from Florida. Beautiful. There's a filament there, a clear filament up there, upright in the image. But the most dangerous situation that we have right now for the coming days, it's this region of this active region of sunspots with that weird phenomena, a giant ring of Ellerman bombs. The Sunspot 4079 stretches more than 140,000 kilometers from end to end and has two dark cores, each large enough to swallow the Earth. Each sunspot there is large enough to swallow the Earth. The beauty of the King Sun. It's building, it's building. Thumbs up, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. We just have to have the perfect combination. It's like when you have a ball that tries to, with the gravity, to go down, and you have the holes like this, then another stage, another hole, and you have to align them all so the ball can drop until the end. Otherwise it will be stuck in each floor, no? It's kind of what happens with the King Sun. When everything is aligned, solar wind, proton rain, solar flares, the coronal mass ejections, even cosmic rays from other parts of the universe that reach the heliosphere, which is that thing, that space that protects our solar system. It protects, the sun protects also the solar system from cosmic rays. The perfect combination can make us live something very, very different and unexpected, which is fascinating. The unexpectability of it. It's looking at us. 80% of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere. I'll feel it. Body disoriented, brain. I felt my back here, but now gone. I think these live streams kind of heal me somehow. Earthquake. 1, 2, 3. 3 magnitude. Let's see where. This time not on Argentina, it was on New Zealand. On New Zealand, 3.2. Please leave Tonga alone, please. And here, a dangerous situation that we have. I made a video a while ago about that in United States, in Alaska. Here, Anchorage, Mount Spur, danger. It's warning us already. Okay. With this, I will land the spaceship. Thank you very much, Starguy, for your participation. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to all of you with all your love and happiness here. with us. Your presence here is awesome, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Have a great and positive and healthy weekend. I'll keep you informed about everything important. Thank you and bye bye.